Hello guys, this is Dig here, and I wanted to bring you a 1v1 played on Scrap Station. This is a PvT in which I go this Void Ray, Immortal, couple gateway units mixed in there, strat. My strategy, I'm spawning down here in blue. I'm the blue Protoss, and my opponent is the red Terran. The strategy that I'm trying to employ on this map is that since it's a Scrap Station, there's a short rush distance by air, as you see, between the two bases, if you look at the mini-map. What I want to do is I want to get observers first and foremost, because I want to be able to see what my opponent is doing so I can react accordingly. But my overall game plan is to not be killed by Banshees. I hate Banshees. They're real easy to get to on this map, and people like going air. People like going air so much they think it's falling out of style, in the sense of like, oh, he knows I'm going Banshees, I'm going to fast expand or do something else. And I want to just at least be prepared not to die to Banshees. So my plan is to go 2-gate robo. From there, get warp gates, get my observer out, and then react accordingly. But ultimately, get to a couple void rays and to protect me from drops or anything. So it looks like our scouts are going out at the exact same time here, and we might meet up exactly in the middle. And sure enough, there's the little kiss by the Xel'Naga tower. Pretty much scouting at the exact same time. You want to be sending your scout out anywhere between 9 and 12 supply, depending on what you're doing. We both kind of scouted a little bit late. Sorry for the sound. Whatever it is in the sound when I record it, I gotta get a better recording program. It seems to not always want to line up and sync up, so I apologize for that. So everything is going to be a little bit delayed. Just apologize for the crappiness of my video capturing software. I might try to lower the graphics. I record and play on ultra graphics, so I might need to record to stop that so that the sounds all match up. This probe's getting some scouting and intel in, and it's barely going to escape with 4 hit points. Lucky probe. But when I'm running up there, what I saw was I didn't see any gas. That told me that he actually probably wasn't going Banshees, but it still worried me a little because I don't want like any stupid marine SCV all in. But actually, he has about 400 minerals. There's 400 minerals. Most likely, he is going to fast expand. So, since he's fast expanding, there's a variety of things you can do as a Protoss player. You can fast expand it yourself. I am not aware of this. You notice my scout is all the way down there, going towards the Xel'Naga watchtower. I do not know what my opponent is doing. So, as far as I know, he could be trying to deceive me and tech straight to Banshees, throw down 2 refineries. But I'm not thinking he's going a Banshee build. But I do want to make sure. So I do throw down the Robo Bay after my second gateway. Warp gates are about halfway done, killing that scouting probe. I will control the Xel'Naga watchtower, and it looks like my opponent is getting another barracks and a refinery going up. So at this lull in the game, what the Terran is probably thinking is, I'll get this expansion up, start teching up, get a lot of Marines and Marauders, defend, and then push out with a big bio ball. Since my warp gates are finishing, my plan over here is, okay, I don't think any rushes are coming. Let me get some gateway units out and get this observer going ASAP to really see what the Terran is doing. So I should be chrono boosting the robotics facility, and that's what I'm doing. Let my money get a little bit high. It shouldn't be that high unless you're expanding. Minor supply block probably let me get my money a little bit too high. I am throwing down a you don't see it, it's in the back of my base. I'm throwing down a Stargate. This again trying to scout, denied, which is good. So let's take a view of my observer as it's moving across the screen and looking at my vision. So this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that he does have a reactor on his, tech lab on his barracks, But that's pretty much it. Just now throwing down his second barracks. I saw those SCVs run by, which told me that there's probably going to be an expansion, or he's all-inning me. Of course, there it is. There's the expansion, throwing down the turrets. I should be getting a Void Ray out. So, when a Terran fast expands playing as Protoss, what I like to do is one of two things. If the rush distance is short, I like to try to get charge loss as fast as possible and get them over there and just kill the Terran army. When this rush distance is long, even with proxy pylons, it's easy for a Terran player to defend. What I have found out works well is going this mix of Void Rays, Immortals, and Gateway units just to buffer the hits. So what I'm doing right now is poking up because I did not see much units in his base, and I'm hoping to catch him before he gets those bunkers out at the front. So I'm going to walk up here and look, and there you see his army. I'm going to engage briefly, snipe the bunker, and once my zealots die, I really should be retreating. So right about now, I should be retreating. I don't, because I'm not a pro gamer. My stalkers, though, are still alive, and then I say, oh no, I got the SCVs to come out. He had to pull those, so good. They're not mining. I did what I wanted. In the meantime, while I'm doing this, I send my Void Ray to the back of his mineral line, because you can't be in two places at once. Always when you're attacking, you want to try to save your units, do as much damage as possible, and also try to attack on two fronts. There's nothing wrong with that. Most of the time people can't multitask, and you see this Void Ray already has 7 kills and no damage done to it. If you look at the units lost, I am ahead. I've only lost 10 units, and there's about a 600 resource difference between the units lost, and our Terran player has lost all of his miners pretty much at his main base, and he doesn't even kill the Void Ray that did all the damage. It's an Instructor Void Ray with 10 kills. This Immortal's going to be like a one-man army. He's going to be a Marine over there and decide to run away, which is very good. I managed to see my Immortal had a stray rally point outside the Terran's base and caught that. So the key is to save your units. One thing I don't do is save my units. What comes with skill and time is to know when you should push an attack and when you should retreat. I think letting my Immortal die might have been a bad decision when I first attacked, but saving those 4 stalkers or 3 stalkers, I can't remember how much got out, saving those stalkers was key, and also saving the Void Ray was key. Looking at Red's vision, he does see him trying to take back down the Black Rocks. He attacks me, throwing down a crappy force field, trying to trap his army. And this is a no-win situation. He has 2 bunkers to fall back into. Just run away. Wait until you get reinforcements. So I have the 3 Void Rays. I'm going to poke back at his main, see if he has anything for me to kill. Nope, just a bunch of Marines. Got a couple of free shots on the Marines. Only took shield damage. That's one thing great about Protoss. If you only lose your shield damage and are able to hit them a little bit, the Terran need a medevac at least to heal them. So do guaranteed damage and then get out of there. So the Harvester count is now back up to about the same 22 to 23. And I decide 3 Void Rays, a couple Immortals, pretty big, a couple Stalkers, a couple Zealots, Guardian Shield. I think I can kill these bunkers. The good thing is these destructible rocks right here make a great thing to charge up on. So my Void Rays are already charged, heading in, taking down the bunker really fast, attacking the second bunker. The Void Rays are still charged. Stems, Guardian Shield gives you extra armor. Highly recommend that you use that ability. The Immortals are still alive. The Void Rays are still alive. At least 2 of them are. My 15 kill Void Ray finally bit the dust, but very cost effective. And now all he has left are Immortals to defend against Void Rays. I mean, not Immortals, Marauders to defend against Immortals, Stalkers, and Void Rays. Not very good. At this point, I've won the game, and it's simply because of constant pressure and keeping my army alive. So a couple Void Rays early on may not do a lot of damage, but if you can get to this point where Void Rays are mixed in with a very powerful Protoss army with a couple Gateway units and Immortals, there's not much a Terran player can do, so he does leave the game. So basically, this strat is very good on Scrap Station. It prevents you from being Banshee harassed. You're getting air units, so that prevents you from getting dropped. You still have a couple gateways out, so that you're able to get units early. That should allow you to hold off any type of cheesy rush that the Terran player might do. Well, I hope you guys got something out of this video. Just remember to subscribe to me if you haven't already, and there's also a bunch of other great channels on YouTube, such as SC Battlegrounds. I would definitely check that one out as well.